Hi, today I'm going to break down how I made $11,000 in 1 hour. We'll study in detail the plan, the executions, and the confirmations that made me enter the trade with minimal risk and zero drawdown. As always, the trades were called live in my mentorship Discord. And with the same trading plan, 2 of my students made great money as well. Dylan made $5,000 and they were $14,000 in profit. You can see the entry here with zero drawdown and straight to the target, very clean and precise. Fran's saying that they were just flying private to Italy. We're actually planning a trip to Italy for the end of the year with all of us who are profitable. Past week, $20,000 in profit with a funded account. My name is Moises, Altayo, and I've made over $1 million trading at 24. I started this channel to share the real truth about how the markets really work and show you how to trade the right way to build long-term wealth. I also have the best mentorship in the industry. If you'd like to apply, you'll find the link on the description below. And let's begin now with the breakdown of this beautiful trade. The trades were a short on British pound and another short on gold. And both of the trades were based on this plan on DXY. As always, we start with a higher time frame. And on the weekly chart, we had a very obvious weekly candle range with a false breakout of the low. And once you get a false breakout, you always expect at least a move to the 50% of the weekly candle range. And if we break this truly, we go to the high. By simply knowing this, I already know that I'm bullish, expecting higher prices. This here is the key candle, which in the 4 hours is also a breaker. It's a key swing high that we've broken truly. It's the high that starts the move forming the low. And here's when we hold it and we expand higher. And the trade is within this move. That's what we'll study. We'll also look at the charts of GBP and gold, so you can see as well the correlation. And before we dig into the lower time frame details of the entry, I want you to observe another thing here on the 4 hour. Not only we have a fair value gap within the 4 hour breaker and the daily key candle, but we also have a 4 hour candle range here that was telling us that we're having a retracement. And at the end of the day, this low is just a lower time frame liquidity. It just happens to be as well a 4 hour candle range, which adds an extra layer of confluence. So as soon as I saw this on Monday, I was expecting the retracement here to hold the breaker. You can see how we hold the 50%, which is what you want to see, to then continue the expansion to our target. Now we open on Tuesday with this gap to the downside, and we kept grinding lower in Asia. And on London is when we do the true dig into the liquidity, which is the 4 hour candle range low, hitting the key level, which is the 50% of the daily key candle and the breaker. And here's where we show the signature that I want to see. First of all, we have an obvious 15-minute key swing high, digging into the key level. At the low, we have a key candle that as soon as we close above it, you're certain that as long as we hold it, we're going to the key swing. And then once this is broken truly, you're confident that we're expanding at least to this high, which is Monday high. So it's a Monday range play. This was also 50% of Monday range, which is something that I always like to pay attention to, the range that we form on Monday. Because always, or Monday or Tuesday will form the high or low of the week. So it's something that you can study. And you can base a lot of your trades on Tuesday based on the range that is formed on Monday. On the 5 minute as well, you can see this swing high, which is, I know it's not very clear, but it is. We form a low and then we expand lower. As soon as we break this truly, you also want to stay above this, which we do. And then we break this truly and you're confident that the low is in. And I waited for this to be broken, and here is where I enter. After I saw that this was broken, It's when I enter my first entry on GBP, and on gold as well. I enter a little bit later, which I can show you now. And you can see that from here, we just expand higher to Monday high. And that's where I close around Monday high. As soon as I saw that we're doing the second dig into Monday high, this is a key candle, and then we form the candle range and we start rejecting here, is when I decided to close the trade and exit my positions for $11,000 pretty much in 1 hour. I enter around here and straight up, no drawdown, maximum precision. Well, what every trader loves to see, right? Let's look now at the entries on GBP and on gold. When you look at this chart, the first thing that screams to you is, oh, equal highs. We never took Monday highs, so why will you short? Well, you must always look at the correlated assets. Look at Euro. Euro took Monday high. That is SMT. And that's why it's not necessary on GBP to take this high. And it's also showing us that British pound is weaker, which was at the time. You can always know it by looking at Euro GBP. So you want to favor the short here because it will be much smoother than in Euro USD. It will expand lower as well. You see that my chart is very simple, and it takes years to get here. It takes mastery. But once you understand the market deeply, everything becomes simple and your chart is clean and you're looking at very specific things like I do, at specific highs and lows, specific candles. In this case, as soon as we break below the key swing, which is also the 1 hour key candle, after I saw this specific black candle that is expanding hard, this is the one that is confirming that we're doing a true breakout of this low. And as soon as I saw it, I entered here a position and I held it to Monday low. Again, as I said, I held it a little bit longer and I actually closed at the absolute low. You can see here the screenshot on MetaTrader, and it was based on the candle range, as I said, and also based on time. On gold as well, you can see here it's super clean. We take Monday high with the open. We break the key swing truly, which is this low. And then here, if we go to the 5 minutes, look how we retrace into the key swing at 3:30, which is also when we made the low on DXY and the high on British pound. It's a very important time that if a swing high or low happens at that time, or for example at 9, 9:30, 10, it's a swing high or low that I trust much more than if a swing high happens here at 6. It's not the same. There's a huge difference, which is based on the daily candle open, high, low, and close, and the 4-hour candles. And as soon as price breaks through this 5-minute key swing, which is here, it's when I enter my position. Expecting, you see here that I put these 2 lines that are very, very hard to see, but I just put it to remember, to tell you, that always between 5 to around 8:30, 9, depending if we have news, you will always get some sort of a range like this. So it's a time that if you're not in a trade from before, from London, you want to wait until New York comes, because you see that if you enter a trade here, you just get chopped. Here we have a 1 hour candle range. We hit the 50%, and then at 9 is when we start the move. We expand, retracement, and then we get the real expansion. So it was just something that I want you to keep in mind. That is always between 5 to 8, price will do practically nothing. It's always when I go to the gym and I'm not even bothered about the charts. And you can see the expansion super clean, straight down again until Monday low, and then we form a low and just end the day ranging. You can see here my mentorship Discord, how I call it live. Here I showed my positions, the sell on gold and on British pound. I say DXY weekly candle range. And Roman was because I told you, I was in a call with Roman, we were talking about the trade in the morning. So that's why he was joking here. Right, Fran is asking, I don't really understand. Right? All you need to know is this, the weekly candle range on the XY, which is telling us that we're going up, that we're bullish for the week. At least to the 50% of the weekly candle range. Here you can see the positions. I added another lot on gold. And then I also entered with my personal account. And here's where we close. You can see the entries, super clean. That exit on British pound at the absolute low pretty much. Zero drawdown, enter straight down, exiting at the absolute low. So yeah, this is the video. $11,000 in 1 hour with full precision and zero drawdown, absolute mastery. It looks so simple again, but that's what you get once you've spent years observing the charts every day. And yeah, I really hope you found the video valuable. Thank you so much for the support in the channel. And remember that you can apply to join my mentorship with the first link on the description below. Watch the video on my website where I explain real stories of some of my best students. And I explain all the details that you need to know about the mentorship, like how I give all my trades live. But my whole objective is to make you a master. I don't want you to depend on me. I just do it because why not? I like to share my plans and trades always. And it also helps inspire people because some people, they need to see to believe. And if you see me every day making great money, well, it helps you, it gives you inspiration, motivation to work harder. So watch the video and then you can book a call and I'll meet you personally myself and get to know you. And if I see that I can help you and I like you, I will allow you inside and I'll make sure to change your life for the better and make you a successful trader. I hope to see you guys very soon. Have an amazing week and a great start of this month of August. And I'll see you guys very soon. Bye bye.